moderately sidetracked here. Thank you for joining, ladies and gentlemen, to the show called Minions of the Zoo. I am your host, Johnny Hellcat, and with me today is Hey Camel.
You really had to work for that one, didn't you?
I threw myself off because of the backwards conversation. Nice push. I'm sure the audience appreciates that.
I mean, I don't know. Let's go to the East German judge. Rotten, what do you score that one?
I mean, it could have been better.
It was a distance away from the mic, so that's not helping.
The fact that you heard it from, I'd say, a good 8 to 10 feet away.
I mean, we also hear like cats and dogs 20, 30 feet away.
That is very true. But that's mainly from your location.
See, Rotten barely heard it. That's not gonna.
They barely heard it. You have to try.
Yeah.
You got to try harder next time.
More carbs and carbonated drink. That's what I recommend.
Well, she had a.
Pizza and soda, great combo for this particular event.
Well, she did have a ginger ale, so that's was a plus. I had a couple earlier myself, so.
Tummy ache?
Nope.
Just for the hell of it, huh?
I actually just like ginger ale.
I could take it or leave it, either way. Nothing against it.
Yeah.
So how was your Thursday?
Not too bad. I was mentioning earlier that I have become a private customer service agent for a rather large group, but particularly for this individual. And
You're a concierge. You deal with like the VIPs now.
Yes. Only one. Only one.
Rubbing elbows with a mover and a shaker.
And he is the VIP of VIPs, so I cannot fuck this up.
No pressure. Maximum effort.
Yeah. Yeah, and I called the customer dude today, so
nice.
I am batting 1,000. So no, I was
all of a sudden you're just John Stewart,
dude. No, I was putting in some research for this guy, and in the normal way you look up information is there is a there's your standard place where you can find information, and when it's not there, you have a deeper place to look. And when I was looking in that deeper location, I could not find anything. So I had to dig a bit deeper. So I had the guy on hold for a little bit longer than I was hoping to.
Dude, I am so sorry, right?
Yeah. And I come back in the line like, sir? And he goes, oh, yeah, from across the room. He goes, oh, I almost thought you forgot about me. And then he's like, I'm just fixing something real quick. So I hear him rustling around fixing something. He comes back to the phone and he goes, oh, yeah, no, I thought you were forgotten about me. And I'm like, oh, dude, no. Like, I'm just trying to.
I don't know. I mean, if the guy was like, had you on speakerphone while he was fixing something with his hands, I imagine he's probably comfortable with a dude in that scenario.
Well, I didn't even mean to like say it. It just came out like it. It's the first time I've ever done it, and it was really weird, especially in like a professional type setting.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably not going to be like all Andy Dufresne wanting to share beers with you on the roof when you get done.
Yeah,
resurfacing it, but I'm sure he didn't mind the casualness.
Wouldn't be worked in a funeral home. Yeah. Hey, Frosted, you wanna jump in on this? Care to join us for a bit? But no, so that happened on my day. How about yours?
Oh, it was okay. I mean, I can't complain too much. Had a job interview, went pretty well. Uh,
Hey, Spud.
Waiting on a second interview because one of the other people that was supposed to be there today was unavailable. So, first one went really good. I'm looking forward to the second one. Hopefully, I land this gig because it's a comparable pay rate to what I was making, but it's got a ton of benefits that come with it. So, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yes, we're talking like all the health care, the vision, the dental, PTO, sick days, 401k, the works, man. So yeah, hoping I lock this one up.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I had another interview earlier in the week, and that went okay as well. I mean, I'm a great interview. I'm adorable. I'm charming. People love talking to me. So that went well as well. Only problem is that job was to be a longer commute for less money than what I was making. And with gas prices the way they are, I don't know how long I'd be able to swing that. You know,
Yeah.
company's got multiple locations, so maybe something would open up closer to home, and I could see about transferring over. But you know, that's the only downside, really. But other than that, got to take the boy to the vet tomorrow. See about getting his stitches out. It's been a little over a week since he lost a leg.
You getting around pretty good?
He's getting around okay. A little bit of trouble on linoleum. That's one of those words that trips me up, Johnny. And other than that, I mean, he's not moving around as much. Obviously, he's lost 25% of his feet, but it took a little while for him to get his bark back, and that was kind of interesting. Like the whole animal psychology aspect of it.
Stella getting her groove back?
Well, I mean, he was, people were afraid of him. You know, he was imposing, uh, and dogs being territorial animals that they are. That was good for business for him.
Yeah.
And now he's weaker and not quite as sure of himself.
I mean, clearly not as ambulatory as he was. So
So yeah,
you,
but he's
you can't look intimidating when you hobble to someone.
he's doing okay. Uh, like I said, hopefully lock up this gig. And gonna see about getting him, maybe a prosthetic, so that way he is able to get around easier, like especially when he's out in the backyard and everything.
Yeah, we'll have to see about doing what the hell's a charity thing, charity stream for the dog's leg.
Yeah, I mean, uh, like I said, hopefully I get this gig because it's 8-hour shifts Monday through Friday, and then like one weekend a month would work a 12-hour shift. So
So
good money, good hours.
just like a Saturday out of the day you're working.
I think maybe like a Saturday, Sunday, but yeah.
Okay. So both days on the weekend. You got
Possibly,
okay.
yeah. I think it might be like a rotating thing, like one person takes this weekend, one person takes that weekend,
Yeah.
so on and so forth.
Okay, that makes sense.
but apparently both places are understaffed at the moment, so that'll probably get sorted out once they at least get staffed up. Oh, I hear.
That's Badger Pat bouncing around.
Badger Pat.
That's Badger.
That's a name.
Just Badger.
Oh.
Good for her. We have an inside cat who has like the fortitude to at least go just outside the fence, and then it's kind of like, I don't like this. I'm going back in. And so yeah, it's she doesn't like being out. Although she does like being out for long extended periods of time, just hidden from the area. She has a favorite area in our backyard, just over the fence. It's a nice open field that she just kind of lounges about in there.
Yeah.
And then you don't scratch the couch, bitch.
Was that a spray bottle?
No, that was
yes.
It was canned air. Like, how's it going?
Not bad. Yeah, I'll see if I have anything to contribute.
You're on medium right now, aren't you? This isn't Friday. Save that shit for tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna be doing a Saturday show this week.
Ah. Wait, are you on the Gender Wiki right now? Is that what's going on?
Man, I'm just looking through the Discord where I post the articles that I save for later.
Ah.
Who you got?
How you been, Frosted? Oh, sorry, Johnny. What were you saying?
I was going to ask who he has for the guests this weekend.
I don't have it down at the moment. But have to wait and see if someone is available.
I mean, usually you don't beat around the bush. You just come right out and ask me. I actually am available this Saturday.
Well, if the person I asked is available, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Just don't sleep this time.
I quit that job. I'm actually on normal people hours now, so right now is late for me, actually.
I mean, you didn't have to quit your job just to come on the corner.
Well, I mean, I also thought I might reach out to Gunsky because I've been missing the Quipper streams because of that gig too. So,
yeah, we could probably have you on sometime, Spud.
No, I don't mind being a backup. I've missed a few streams because of working that job, so I felt bad about it too.
And just so you know, I am quasi joking when I make fun of Pink Floyd.
What, you mean the best band of all time?
Yeah, what's wrong with Pink Floyd? I mean, Roger Waters is a twat, but I mean, what's wrong with the rest of the band?
No, actually, I don't dislike them.
Man, that's what I thought.
No,
Next, you're gonna start giving AC/DC shit.
well, I mean,
oh, don't you dare!
if it weren't for the fact that our classic rock station plays an AC/DC song every fifth song, it wouldn't be so bad. Oh, we lost Frosted.
You offended him. That's what happened. I mean, you know how many streams he does with Terry, and you're sitting there just like bashing one of their national treasures.
No,
Are you gonna shit on Men at Work next?
I would not do that. Even though they only have one song.
I mean, AC,
That's one more than you, Johnny.
AC/DC is good, but they're not like high art like Pink Floyd is.
I mean, high art's going a little far.
They're not high art. They're high voltage, man. You gotta listen to the lyrics. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, no. There's
Wow. What's your favorite band, Johnny?
Yeah, let's shit on what your music is.
oh no, mine is like far less popular than your guys's.
All right. Well, then tell us.
It was No Use for a Name.
Did you just make that up?
No, it's a punk band called No Use for a Name.
Just a little bit.
No, he the lead singer ended up dying from a whiskey
Heroin?
whiskey and pills overdose.
I love how it even sounds like you're making it up as you go.
Apparently, Rotten is verifying that this is in fact a real band. He has one album from them. Oh, so how was your day, Frosted?
Not bad. Just hung out with a friend and his dad and my godson, who's still adorable.
Yeah, that'll change eventually.
I just liked the long silence after I said I hung out with my godson.
I'm more interested about the dad. What was he like?
No, he's fun. He's very he's less politically correct than I am. I'll just say that.
Oh boy. Get that man a Twitter account. Let's see what happens.
He wouldn't know how to use it probably.
Well, get one in his name and just type out the shit that he says. They've made Twitter accounts based on that before. Come on.
All right, I think.
Oh, they turned it into a goddamn TV show with like William Shatner. Or is that just a parody? No, I think that actually happened. Johnny, you might want to look that up.
For which one?
I believe it was called Shit My Dad Says.
That sounds familiar. I don't know what it was.
Either that or like it's a Mandela effect, multiverse, all that bullshit.
I think it was made into a TV show, but I don't think it might have been a Twitter thing. I think it was like a memoir. Oh
no, it was a Twitter account.
Yep, Justin.
And they made it into a TV. Yeah, CBS show. Thank you, Assassin.
It was a book
with Captain fucking Kirk.
Following one person with 2.1 million followers, and it's following LeVar Burton.
Assassin. Yep. Admiral Kirk. Hey, I'm not a member of Starfleet, all right? I don't have to give him his proper fucking title. He was a captain for a longer period of time. Come on.
Besides, Star Wars is better.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I've got no dog in this fight. I'm just going to sit back and mind while I watch chat.
I don't hate Star Trek. I'm just saying Star Wars is better.
Does anybody else get Monkey Show autoplay into Roland B. Martin? No.
No.
I don't have autoplay on. First of all, I tend to fall asleep listening to stuff. I don't. Yeah. But
I'm not.
that's odd. That's an odd algorithm right there.
We may not agree on many things, but I cannot disagree on Star Wars being better.
See, I'm with Cannibalistic Wizard SG-1 all the way. Star Trek had the Prime Directive, and SG-1 they were just giving aliens guns. That's a better show.
The only Stargate I've seen is the original movie.
Yeah.
You should watch SG-1. It's got MacGyver in it, and Kratos.
Never actually seen MacGyver.
Frosted. Come on, man.
A guy with a magic mullet that can do anything? Yeah, come on. You
Like
had
a
to have seen it.
paperclip and a piece of gum, and like.
Well, I've been watching Burn Notice. That's close, right?
That's kinda. I mean,
It's a little cheesy, but it's a fun show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's got Bruce Campbell in it. Of course, it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, hey, there you go. You said you've been watching Burn Notice. One of the main actors from SG-1. I think he did a season on Burn Notice. He
Yeah.
played Victor. Michael Shanks.
He played who?
Victor?
Michael Shanks played Victor. I think it was like season. Was it season?
I think
two?
season 2, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that was. He came in before Trisha Helfer.
Yeah, I just I'm like rewatching a lot of it. Like I haven't seen the whole series, but I started with season 2 and I just finished that one.
Yeah. So he was like one of the main bad guys for that season. He played Anthony. I'm blanking on his name now.
What, in Stargate?
Yeah, he took over the character of a fuck. What is his name? Ultron.
Oh,
James Spader?
God.
so
James Spader. Why was I
James
thinking
Spader.
Anthony? Yeah. He took over James Spader's character.
Man,
And
he was great as Ultron. That movie didn't live up to its potential, unfortunately.
Yeah.
he
No,
was.
that's yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the other Avengers movies.
Yeah, and Richard Dean Anderson takes over Kurt Russell's character.
I think it was saved by James Spader. Like, if that movie did not have James Spader in it, it probably would have been just mediocre at best.
I feel like there was a lot of studio intervention and stuff that screwed it up.
Well, probably.
Yeah, like trying to foreshadow other movies and all that shit.
But yeah, I recommend SG-1. If Gabby were here, I'd also recommend Justified. It's a really good show. Great writing.
I mean, I know the movie's about like they go to some Egypt space world or something. I don't know. Like, what's the show about? Like, do they just go to different planets every episode or something?
Sometimes, yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of carries forward from the movie. It's like some years later. I think it's like over a year later, and aliens come through the Stargate that they've got here on Earth. That the government's got hidden away, and they kidnap a woman, so that they call back Jack O'Neill's character, played by Richard Dean Anderson, to try to figure out what's going on, and he hooks back up with oh shit, what is Daniel Jackson? That's the character's name. On that alien planet they left him on. And yeah, they go from there fighting the aliens. Oh shit, assassin could probably help me out here.
What?
The aliens that they fought in the movie that were like the pharaohs or whatever. The Goa'uld, yeah, the Goa'uld.
That's a dumb name.
Well, they're like parasitic aliens. They take over the host and.
I feel like it's trying to be Lovecraftian.
No. Well, I mean, they
Just
do.
just the name. I mean,
Oh, okay. But yeah, they go in different planets and whatnot. You know, Daniel Jackson being an archaeologist. You know, they got a bunch of different cultures. You know, like that are here on Earth that they've spread throughout the universe. So you got like a medieval, old Celts, the Viking deities. But they got a lot of good character actors coming in for episode here and there.
is it one of those shows where like every actor's been on it at some point?
Not every actor, but a good number of them. Dom DeLuise and his kids were involved with SG-1. One of his sons was like a producer and writer, and then two of them were actors on the show.
Dom DeLuise, the man who voiced a talking skateboard.
Yeah. He played like an AI character or something like that, But yeah, I think Peter DeLuise, I think is the youngest one. He was in the most episodes. Thoughts on the Ori? I mean, I thought it was cool they had Deadpool's girlfriend leading the charge. She's always nice to look at.
Yeah, well, I think
did I spoil something for you there? You said, "Oh, never watched that far." Yeah, that's like what the last season or season and a half, something like that. Yeah, it went like 10 seasons Frosted, and they made a couple of movies, like direct to DVD kind of things. SG-1 better than Atlantis in my opinion. Atlantis was all right. Haven't seen Stargate Universe though.
they have Vanessa Angel in there, and she looks like she hasn't aged that well.
They have who?
Vanessa Angel.
Uh,
If you remember, I'd say mid to late 90s, they tried to remake Weird Science.
oh, like a TV show?
Yeah. And they had her as the AI person. And
Oh yeah, I remember her. I remember that show. I mean, she could look worse.
time has not been kind.
I mean, she was born in 1966, man. What kind of scale are you judging on here, Johnny?
She's only 10 years younger than my mom.
I mean, she's 3 years older than my mom, and my mom's dead. So I'd say she's doing all right, Johnny. God, I thought I was the one that's supposed to be Jack. I'm supposed to be the one that's picky.
I am moderately picky, so.
Well, considering you're married, I would hope so.
And let me scan the room real quick.
He prefers people he's married to.
Yes, as she may or may not be listening.
She's like hanging from the ceiling, Mission Impossible style.
I just imagine like listening in another room and just all of a sudden you just see eyes just around the corner, just.
No, I'm not. I am not attracted to my mom. There's Spud Gun.
You didn't kill your father, did you?
No.
That he knows of, Frosted.
Man. I had to read that for a mythology class I took one summer.
I think.
Did you have to read it like in play format or like in like just like story? You know.
Well, I think it comes in play format. I mean, it was a play.
Yeah, I mean, some people just write down a story though. You are aware of what we're talking about, right, Johnny?
Yes, I am aware of Oedipus.
Specifically, Oedipus Rex.
Yes.
He's talking about the play.
Yes.
I still like the dumb joke in History of the World Part 1 where he sees Oedipus. Hey, motherfucker.
That's one we can go back and watch at some point, Johnny. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah.
We got to figure out what the next one we're going to do is, actually.
Yeah, because by the time I'm like, it's already too late.
That's what happened this week.
Yeah.
Johnny's trying to make me watch Japanese movies.
Yeah.
Yojimbo is a great movie.
You've got like 3 of them in a row there.
Well, and they're all Akira Kurosawa.
I mean, Seven Samurai is pretty good, you know, but it is pretty long.
Well, like he calls me up the other day, like, you know, asking about doing like a movie or a stand-up, you know, because apparently he's got a couple of stand-ups that are actually good. And I was like,
It's got good cinematography.
I was like, you know, go look at the list,
Especially for that time frame.
I was like, you know, I've never actually seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. That's on the list. Let's watch that. And then he never got back to me.
Well, and then you're like, well, and then we could do this, and then we could do this, and then I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll see what we can put together, and then yeah, I was just never got back to you.
Although Kurosawa films are pretty much what Sergio Leone, you know, was taking after when he made his spaghetti westerns.
Yeah.
I think A Fistful of Dollars, the first of the Dollars trilogy, was based on one of them.
So you're telling me that Clint Eastwood movies were like a Japanese, Italian, Tex-Mex fusion?
Pretty much.
I mean, Kurosawa pretty much wanted to make a western, but he was in Japan.
Hey, Gabby.
Yeah, I got
If you want to join in, you got the link.
I got the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly recently on Blu-ray. Although I think Once Upon a Time in the West is underrated. I kind of like it. I might like it better.
Oh, you know, Johnny.
Yeah.
He mentions Once Upon a Time in the West. You ever seen Once Upon a Time in America?
The one with De Niro?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think James Woods was in it as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, Yeah, I've seen that one. It's
I was thinking more along the lines of James Woods.
it's all right. It's too long. I don't know.
Ah. I've never seen it, so I was saying, like, we put that on the list. That's a movie. There you go.
I think
There's my contribution for the day.
I think I've seen it in my English class, and I ended up falling asleep during it.
I just like that there's a scene where they switch some guy's baby boy with a baby girl, and he gets all pissed.
In Once Upon a Time in America?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have had a link. Let's see here. Boop.
All right, I just gave it to her.
Oh.
Since you like to read people.
Well, I sent it to Terry, so if Terry wants in. Oh, yeah, she has the link already. It's right there. Just a little bit up. Hey, Gabber.
Hey, yo.
Oh,
You were going to say something, Prophet?
I was just saying hi.
Oh, it broke up for me. I didn't hear that. Kind of like a stutter sound, and then you stopped. So how's your day going, Gabby?
Going good. Just got off work.
Well, yeah, that's always good.
The fun
No
stuff.
Gabby?
fucking way. No fucking way. It's my ceiling burnt. It was not doing that earlier. It just did that for the first time right now.
You don't sound black.
I was gonna say we'll have some census data available, like if we hear it again or if we don't.
I have to go and find it now. It's probably going to do that again. That is hilarious. That's good comedic timing, my house. I'm not even mad. Thank you.
Of all times.
I like to think that while Obama was in office, the White House thing was going off all the time.
I will be right back. Oh, I gotta go take care of that.
It just did it again.
My fellow Americans. Boop.
Should probably clip that. just that chirping sound.
Someone's got to take like some address Obama gave from the Oval Office and add in the chirp sound. That would be hilarious.
You know, it'd be even funnier, like if you went further back and got Clinton. You know, since they said he was the first black president.
My fellow Americans. Chirp.
Apparently, something about Bruce Willis movie Last Man Standing. For you guys talking about Yojimbo.
Yeah.
I've seen neither. So.
I mean, you've seen one, you've seen them both, but Yojimbo was better.
I just like Yojimbo because it sounds like something you'd hear someone yell in the South.
Yojimbo! Sanguine will be joining us shortly as well.
I swear to God, I want to know less about this woman every day.
And yet, there she is.
Jada Pinkett.
No. I don't give a shit.
I don't either, but she keeps popping up on my goddamn timeline.
Like, what's her most famous role? The hippo in Madagascar?
She was in one of the Matrix movies.
So? It's not like she was one of the important characters.
As someone's ex-wife. Morpheus' ex-wife, I think.
Yeah, Morpheus' ex-slam piece. They weren't married.
They were entangled.
Yeah, I mean, it was the apocalypse. You know, humans were at war with machines, and she still got half his ship if they had been married.
Hell, she got part of his sunglasses. He had to just balance them on his nose.
That's why I don't work for the post office, assassin. You're absolutely right.
Oh, that place needs to burn to the ground in Minecraft. Why are we talking about the post office?
Assassin told me I'm a terrible messenger.
Mm.
Like,
You
they
probably
can
do
read
actually work
too.
for them then.
I mean, Johnny can't read out loud, but he can read.
I know a mailman, and he's in the Pathfinder campaign I GM, and ironically, he's always late.
I mean, he gets there eventually, doesn't he? Rain, sleet, or snow, right?
Like Kevin Costner.
I've heard of that one, but I haven't seen it.
Nobody's seen that one.
I saw that one.
I repeat, nobody's seen that. What was that one actually about, Johnny? Because, like, I remember around the time that it came out, but nobody I know ever actually watched that movie.
As far as I know, Kevin Costner plays a prisoner who escapes a camp, and this is going off my memory of it. And he just happens upon a mail truck that was on the side of the road, and so as he was cold, he steals the uniform off the body to warm up.
Off the body?
Yep. Yeah, there's a dead mailman in the truck. And so he starts reading the mail, and he's like, "Oh,
Federal offense.
we're pretty close to here." It's post-apocalyptic, so I don't think those laws are established anymore. But
That's what they should have called it, post-apocalypse.
I get it. Also, howdy, Sanguine.
Hello, all. How goes?
Oh,
You missed it. My sailing bird went off.
Yeah, right after she oh, you don't know the meme?
I'm not familiar with this one. I don't.
Oh, Short Fat Otaku did a really funny video on it a while ago. I'll have to find it and send you the link. He
This
explains
goes
it.
back to like the 90s with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on Loveline.
and the Lotus Eaters covered it too.
Then I might just be blanking on it.
When somebody's smoke detector chirps because it's low battery, and they don't replace the battery, and it just keeps chirping.
Okay.
And they're usually of the Bipic variety.
Okay.
Which I find is really interesting. Like you could solve that like in 2 seconds, like with like the Call of Duty,
Some people just don't hear
or
it.
other game voice chats. Like whenever I've seen videos of like I don't hear it. You're making shit up. Like no, like your smoke detector's on. Like I don't hear nothing. It's like wait, you don't hear that sound that sounds like somebody dragging their sneaker on a basketball court? Really?
That's a very succinct way to describe that. That's exactly what it sounds like.
I bet you as soon as you say that, they'll hear that shit.
yeah.
Here we go. I found Short Fat Otaku's video on it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Kevin Samuels had I saw that video too, Terry. Yeah, he had one lady who her smoke detector kept going off. He's like, "Well, how do you live with that?" And she just took that as like she's like, "How do I live as like a single one?" It's like, no, like how do you live with your smoke detector keep going off like that?
She had no freaking idea.
Yeah, she was befuddled to say the least. And he's like, "Wait for it," and then it just went off right there.
It's like
Completely oblivious.
It's the equivalent of in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Wasn't your mole over there? I have a mole.
Mm-hmm.
Your hump. What hump? Yeah, use that bit in quite a few movies. But yeah, as soon as Gabby got here and said hello, her ceiling bird started chirping.
Nice.
That was just great timing. I'm not even mad. That was beautiful.
And we now have confirmation that Gabby's not black. She changed that stuff quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm half black because I don't have the battery, so I just took out the old one. I got to get some tomorrow.
Nah, I've heard white people do that too.
No, I'm going with half
you're
black.
poor.
I mean, hell, I got one without a battery right now.
I'm a pack-a-day smoker, and I don't have a smoke detector at all. I'm living on the edge.
I worry for you sometimes. Just to make me fucking worry more.
See, I have my smoke detector. I don't do anything other than when I'm re-seasoning a skillet. Sometimes that will cause my smoke detector to go off. Pretty much everything else it doesn't fuck with.
So you just go old-fashioned and do, like, just canaries in a cage.
Then I'd have to pay
carbon
attention to
monoxide?
the canaries.
Hmm?
And yeah, that's for other chemicals, not
Not smoke.
smoke.
So throw in a few other birds. I don't know. find the bird that detects smoke.
What's
Frosty
surprising is
glass. Fuck it. Let's just see if cormorants will work. Just stick a cormorant in there. Let's now stick it in a burn chamber. See if it detects it.
this place is weird. They put the smoke detector and all that jazz in my bedroom, not in the kitchen where it'd be the most practical application.
Well, I imagine if smoke has made its way to your bedroom, you are in some serious trouble. So, yeah, they might want to wake you up.
But it wouldn't start in my room, not really, unless there was an electrical. Oh, there could be an electrical fire. Not just from cooking.
Or another good smoke detector, kids. When you hear them crying, it's a fire.
It's a lot cheaper just to go to Walmart.
Crying and coughing.
I mean, that's why I have dogs. You know, they're all-purpose, alarms. Hey, somebody's at the door.
Yeah. Fire.
Hey, the mailman's dropping something in the slot. Hey, the neighbor across the street, 2 doors down, they got a visitor.
This place actually allows
Hey,
pets. Maybe I'll get one.
Hey, there's a black guy in the neighborhood.
Wow, there's the thing that I'm surprised about is my apartment just has a smoke detector. There's no carbon monoxide detector anywhere.
That can't be up to code.
At least I don't think there's a carbon monoxide. I know there isn't one in my unit. Unless it's combo smoke and carbon monoxide. But yeah.
You want me to get you in touch with my canary guy?
I'm gonna get a canary named Gumslayer Jr.
Hey,
That's
completely
only funny you've seen the abridged stuff, series.
completely off topic. I have a question. Has anybody else had issues with Twitter not showing the headlines to articles and stuff that you share? Because I've noticed
I think that was a new rollout feature. It was actually done.
Well, that sucks. because I'm scrolling through and I just see Frosty posted a picture of Thomas Sowell.
That I don't know. I haven't noticed.
Well, like Jack had posted an article earlier, and it was just a picture of an emergency room entrance with English and Spanish.
They obviously don't drug test at Twitter.
I mean, 99% of the time, if I'm on Twitter, I'm on my phone.
Well, yeah, I did notice that on PC. I've been trying to stay off of social media more and more when I'm like out of the house. So I'll check my notifications, but that's about it.
See, Terry knows what I'm talking about. It's because they don't want people sharing links without reading the article first. Is that actually true? I just know that was a new stupid design feature. I don't know exactly why they did it.
All right, well, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm just gonna retweet Frost without reading the article, just cause.
Fuck you, you can't. I'm having a brain fart. I won't do what you tell me.
See, now I gotta try and find the tweet again.
So I both like that and I don't like it because all it's going to do is cause someone to click on the link, go, oh, that's the title, and then they'll just run with the title. You can't really stop people from being stupid.
I know.
And that's the thing that drives me crazy about fixes like that. I'm always going, well, okay, I get what you're going for. It won't work. All you're doing is you're adding a step before the person decides, nah, I'm just going to be stupid.
Okay, shit, that's funny. I was scrolling trying to find Frost's article again. Somebody said, just saw an ad for the army featuring a white guy. It's over, bro. We are so going to war.
Nice.
And yeah, I was watching the COG video. I don't know if you guys watch COG, but the AI.
I haven't watched him in a while.
Yeah.
Is that the guy who got drunk on his stream and like puked all over himself? He normally wears a mask.
No.
He's British.
He is British, but I don't think that's the guy.
He's one of the people that got into a fight with Ethan Ralph in Portugal.
Yeah, no, that is COG.
He
got drunk on a stream and puked in a mask he was wearing?
Or all over himself, I remember. It was quite a while ago.
I love how we identify YouTubers based on like the horrible, embarrassing shit they've done.
I know, I feel so bad. I'm not judging. I've gotten a little tipsy on a stream here and there, but at least I never puked all over myself.
I don't know if anyone made this with AI, but it's bad enough. It's in the private chat. I'm not going to put it on the... Just wait for the reaction.
Wait, check the...
Let me...
What did Teddy Bear do now? It's not even loaded. What did he do now?
I mean, I'd probably I'm more likely to watch it than your normal Disney movie nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn that.
Oh, no.
I mean,
how faithful do you think the adaptation would be, Frosted?
Johnny, do you have that Jonathan Joestar audio clip? Oh, no.
I do, I think.
I mean, unlike any modern Disney movies, this one captured my attention.
It has like the Shrek is love, Shrek is life fucking vibes.
But yeah, there's also, because the dust up was mentioned, and yes, I am being extremely euphemistic. I mean the horrendous shit that happened in Israel when I say the dust up. I am absolutely gobsmacked by the people coming out going, I'm on the left, but holy shit, the number of people trying to justify terrorism. How is this happening? This caught me by complete surprise, and I'm going, Have you not been paying attention for the past 2 decades?
Yeah.
Oh, you talked about Ethan and frickin' Hassan.
There's so many people that are coming out. So Ethan went in on it, going like, why the fuck are you supporting this shit effectively? With Hassan. And Hassan kept on trying to deflect, but there's just been a shit ton of people on the left that are going...
That Frogon lady or whatever.
Yeah, that are going... I'm legitimately scared of people on the left now, because the number of people supporting just a terroristic group with the stated goal of eradicating Jews is really terrifying. And I'm going, yeah, they've been doing this for 2 decades.
That's the one bright side to this, is that all the shitheads on the left are exposing themselves.
Yeah.
And
you can't even be on the left and criticize the left. Like, you'll just be... It's like no true Scotsman fallacy.
It's like, welcome to the right.
Yep.
That's one of the things I've always said, is that the extreme right and the extreme left can agree on one thing: they hate the Jews.
Yep.
Yeah, Destiny made a good comment about all this. I think it was something that's like, I can't tell who's tweeting about this. Like, is it Nick Fuentes or is it fucking Hassan? Who knows? Their takes are so similar at this point. Horseshoe theory is fucking real.
Yeah.
It'd be great if like the extreme left and extreme right just started teaming up now that they have something in common.
And the thing is that they have...
You both hate the Juden?
Yeah, and the other part that pisses me off every time that I hear neo-Nazis and shit like that being referred to as the extreme right, I'm going, okay, what about their fiscal policy is right-wing? Because...
It's just communism with racism.
Yeah, which... If you look at normal communism is communism with racism as well. It's just communism with racism, where the main goal is stated to be the racism, and then the secondary goal is the communism. Whereas communism is normally, the stated goal is communism. The secondary goal is racism. Going back to Karl Marx, one of the reasons that he hated capitalism is he said that it was a tool for the Jews. Then you look at Hitler's writing, and Hitler says he hates capitalism because Karl Marx was right, it's a tool for the Jews, but then communism is also a tool for the Jews.
Yeah, going partially off of what Terry said, I think the only difference between a Nazi and a communist is whether they get into art school.
Nice. But it's just something that pisses me off, because when you look at the order that the Nazis tried to go for, it's damn near identical to syndicalists. But they'll say that they're entirely different, and no. When syndicalists, they want the entire economy and everything about life being grouped into syndicates, hence syndicalism. When you look at fascism, they want everything in society grouped up into, it goes by different terms. One of the terms is fascia, which is why it's fascist, because fasci are a grouping of people, a bound together group. Fasciitis. So they want every section of society bound into fasci that then are bound together into a larger fasci, which is why it's fascism. Fasci's a bound together group of sticks. So
I want a shirt with Mussolini on it that says fasci/her.
Nice. That is clever.
But yeah, it's one of those things that when you look at the order that they were going for, it's the same thing. They're trying to group everything underneath the state. the thing is that when you look at communists are going, we want everyone in the world, regardless of national borders, to be part of this. And we want to dissolve national borders. The fascists go, no. We just give a shit about within our own borders. If everyone else does this, fantastic. We can work with them at various points, but only when it's within the interest of our nation. It's international versus national. That's the difference. But they keep on trying to go, oh no, they're entirely different. No, they aren't. No, they are, because when Hitler came to power, he killed off the other socialists. Yeah, and when Stalin came to power, he killed off the other communists. It's one of those things that you kill off the people that are the closest to you, but aren't you first, because they're the biggest threat. They're the ones that are going to be the most likely to peel away your people to them. So you off them, you take as many of their people as you can, and then you deal with everyone else. It's the whole idea. The good is the enemy of the perfect.
Come with us. We have cookies. You can't have them, but we have them.
Just ignore the fact I'm in a van and there's melting milk duds in my lap. It's candy.
And there are no windows.
Now, the fact that they're melted
the
milk
smoke
duds
detector
in your
goes
lap
off.
made that even worse. I wasn't even trying to hide it anymore. That's like getting the jar of peanut butter out when your dog walks in.
Ew. As a white woman, I condemn that.
That's not what the song says.
That's not what the stereotype says.
Just to make sure, you've all heard White Girls Fuck Dogs, the song, right?
Not the song. I've definitely heard of the stereotype.
And I've heard the stories.
I don't know this. I don't know the song, just the meme.
Who
By the
was
way,
one
that
big advocate for it? Was it Whitney
Wisconsin.
something?
Yeah,
Ah.
Whitney, Wisconsin. There's a
would
song.
be-
That's
would
right,
be the
Terry.
one-
I'm half black. I'm not a white woman. It doesn't apply to me. Suck it. Put that in your juice box and suck it.
You're
That would be
a
the one-
ginger. What the fuck do you mean?
Hey, gingers are the master race.
Thank you.
They're also the bane of dyslexic casting directors.
That's true. Our roles we're oppressed in Hollywood.
Okay, let me see if this is the right song. If
That's
so-
that's why whenever I go up to a black person, I do the whole "we're not so different, you and I."
Just swap a couple letters around and we're the same.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
One of us. One of us.
So-
One of us.
I'm linking the song in the private chat so you guys can all enjoy the meme song.
Although this meme is like the basis for the only time where I would enjoy seeing a romantic comedy, if it was just about a chick and a dog.
Wait, you haven't heard about the romantic comedy that is a chick and a dog?
Oh wait,
There's an isekai about that. A guy gets reincarnated as his crush's dog.
oh,
There's-
a perverted Japanese book. Where's my shock?
No. There's a
Oh wait,
Western
Love on a
made
Leash. Are you talking about Love on a
romantic
Leash?
comedy. Yes, I believe that's the name of it.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a proper like Hollywood movie. Although Love on a Leash is hilarious. I haven't seen it, but I've seen coverage of it.
Yeah, the way that I found out about this is...
Love
Are
at
any of
first
you
bark.
familiar with Pippa Pipkin?
Yes, the bunny VTuber.
Yes. So she ended up watching the woman falls in love with dog rom-com with another VTuber the entire time, just making the white girl jokes.
I mean, that's just easy. You have to do that.
Yeah,
It's
and
like it's almost mandatory.
for the intro of that stream, it was the white girls fuck dogs
Sounds about
song
white.
just playing. It was fantastic.
Must love dogs too.
This time, it's personal.
But yeah, it's an amazing song that is just a meme song. White girls fuck dogs.
Well, I mean, at least he's not talking about communism when I came back.
Nah, I'm talking about bestiality. It's not much different, given that a shit ton of communists seem to want to fuck various animals.
I
I mean, when
figured
you're
you were on a
evil,
roll,
you're evil.
so
Just go all the way.
True. You have to wonder if that's the reason why Vosh and Chank have so much beef currently. Partially, it's Chank protecting Anna. Partially,
He's more mad. He's far more mad at Anna than Chank. I think he was actually talking about how like he still thinks Chank is reasonable and he has some respect for him.
I
Because
still
he
say
sticks to
that
his guns.
I still say that Vaush is the most morally bankrupt YouTuber out
Oh no,
there.
correction. Like he has none at all.
Yeah.
He's like there's a really infamous clip of him saying, "Fuck your principles. My principles are winning."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vosh is the most
The
amoral.
ends justify the means. I wonder where I've heard that before.
I
Actually,
just love,
correction, not amoral. He is, because amoral just means that it is not pertaining to morality. He is the most immoral. And then the most immoral YouTuber, the most immoral Twitcher. Is that the proper way of referring to people that stream on Twitch?
Ehor.
Is it Twitchers?
I thought Vaush was on YouTube.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
Vosh is the most immoral YouTuber, but then the most immoral Twitcher is Hassan.
Yeah.
Because Hassan will absolutely just sell out any moral that he has if it makes him money.
Plus, he sells out his friends too,
I believe they
Yep.
call that an Ehor.
like over the MXC
No.
or whoever, I forget the guy's name. But they got one of the Twitch guys who just steals content by watching it and making no commentary.
JXC.
That was Hassan for quite a while.
Are you talking about the JXC video where it was everyone was stealing JXC's shit? Hassan stole it.
No, Frost was talking about XQC, the Canadian
XQC.
streamer.
Okay.
Yeah, because him and Hassan were friends apparently, and Ethan Klein is like calling him out for stealing other people's shit. And meanwhile, Hassan is friends with both of them, so he has to sheepishly, try to defend what XQC does while trying to remain friends with Ethan Klein.
It's not,
And,
not just he was trying to defend what XQCD was doing. The reason why he had to defend that was because it's what he does.
Yeah.
He's the one that, during the JXC debacle, he put on JXC's video and then went to make chicken nuggets. And his defense was, you don't understand, guys. My mom wasn't here to make the nuggets for me. So I had to go make the nuggets. Do you want me to starve? Is that what you want? You just want me to starve to death rather than going and making the nuggets?
And if people criticized a quote-unquote socialist for buying a mansion, are you guys just upset I bought a house? No, a house is what we all live in. You live in a mansion.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one where Sitch and Adam has the clip. Give me my nuggies, bitch.
Yep.
And I have been trying to find that clip without
They
like
stopped using it for a while, yeah.
without the music.
Yeah, I saw the EFAP coverage of the JXE thing, and did you see JXE's response video to Hassan stealing his video?
And then Hassan's response to the response video, where he was going, I don't get it. Where did he go? Why isn't he sitting in his chair? Why isn't he reacting harder? And everyone's just going, God damn it, Hassan, how stupid are you?
Yeah, because to anyone who hasn't seen it, JXE's response video is he brings up the video of Hassan reacting to his video, starts it up, and then 10 seconds in, he says, I gotta take a shit, and just leaves the room and leaves his empty chair there. And leaves the video playing.
I'm not gonna lie, that's funny.
And every now and then, Hassan will say something stupid, he'll ask a stupid question, and then Jay will just lean into his microphone and go, yes.
Yep. Yeah, it was. So the video, just to give everyone the mental image of it, it was JXE's video was playing on Hassan's stream, and Hassan got up out of his stream, walked off to make chicken nuggets, apparently, because his mom was out of the house, and what do you want him to do? Just starve to death?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Being played on JXE's stream, who then said that he was getting up to go take a shit.
Yeah.
And Hassan thought that, well, see, he's doing the same thing as I was.
I just love that any streamer could claim to have Hassan as a guest by just putting the picture of his chair,
Yep.
in the Discord or whatever it is.
I have
That's
done that,
hilarious.
and that joke flopped, and it will never happen again.
Oh no, I chuckled at it. Don't say that it completely flopped.
I mean, how are they going to prove that he wasn't there?
Yeah. But it's something that just... This shit keeps on happening on Twitch, where people will just rampantly rip off material.
But plus, it's the ultimate irony that he's a commie and he's stealing other people's labor. So he is a kulak, pretty much.
Also, again, I have to point it out every time that people talk about how he's a communist. He also wants every company to be forced to become a co-op. He says that there's no way that his channel could ever become a co-op, and that it shouldn't ever become a co-op. And why should he have to pay the editors of his videos? Even the ones that he hires to be editors.
Another very common occurrence is how many of the lefty channels do not practice what they preach.
Yep.
Remember how Illuminati got caught treating her staff like shit?
Oh yeah, and
Hassan was in a bunch of drama for not paying his editors and shit like that.
I mean, trying to find a socialist on social media who practices what they preach, it's like going through Sodom and Gomorrah and trying to find an honest person,
Yep. And the thing is that they'll go after people that are functionally practicing what they preach and try to say, well, this person's being a complete shithead because they aren't doing what they say that they're doing. And then you look at what the person's doing, and they are. Like, they've tried to go after Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Because Destiny says that, yeah, workers should be paid more. Destiny pays all of his editors. They've gone after other streamers and people like that that say that someone who puts in work should be paid, going, well, are they paying their moderators? And then you look into it, and yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They have paid moderators.
I do have some respect for Destiny. I'm sure I disagree with him on a ton of stuff, but he seems to have principles that he usually sticks to.
Yeah,
actually follows.
He's gotten a lot better.
Even if it gets him in trouble with the other leftists, like he defended Kyle Rittenhouse against Vosh.
Yep.
When Vosh was basically defending lynch mobs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot that I disagree with him on, but one thing that I can't really do is say, well, he's clearly just spouting bullshit that he doesn't believe. Because, no, when he's given an opportunity to live in accordance with what he says, every time that I've looked into it, he's lived in accordance with what he's said. When he says that people should pay their editors, he's paying his editors. When he says that people should do shit, you look into it. He says that he should be taxed at a higher rate. He gives more money to charity than pretty much anyone of his contemporaries.
Oh, he actually advocates for political change, not just saying his opinions on the internet. He actually does canvassing and stuff like that, and actual support for local politics.
There's one thing that I really think that he should end up doing, that this is the only bitching that I have, when he says that he should pay more in taxes. I'm curious. I don't think he's ever released it, so I don't know if he does this or not. Does he just pay the amount that it says that he needs to pay before he does any reductions? Any deductions on his taxes? Because if so, good on him. He's doing what he thinks should be done there. But anytime that someone says, well, I should be paying more in taxes, if they aren't at the very least paying the sticker price before deductions, I'm going, okay, you're full of shit. And really, if you think that you should be paying more, the government's not going to correct you if you send them more money. So you think that you should pay more? Pay more. Sure as shit, don't take every deduction that you possibly can. Because if you say that, well, I should be paying more in taxes, and then you take every deduction that you possibly can, fuck you. You don't actually think that you should be paying more. You think that everyone else should be paying more.
Well, I got good news then, Terry. You don't have to pay the American government a cent.
Huzzah.
No, fuck you, Terry. You should be paying American taxes.
Yeah, they probably spell money with a U.
Mounty.
You know what they just fucking put into legislator that's going to kick in April of 2024 here in California? Guess what minimum wage is being bumped up to?
Are they doing 20?
$20, yeah. That's minimum wage.
Yep.
Because unemployment isn't high enough.
So you ready for...
Like, things aren't fucking expensive enough.
Yep. You ready for unemployment to increase, for the price of everything to increase, and for the people who make $20 or over to suddenly get absolutely butt-fucked over a barrel?
I'm still waiting for, like, Donald Pleasance's plane to get shot down over California, and then Snake Plissken has to go in and rescue him.
Yep.
Because that's pretty much the state that they're in right now.
I'm fucking moving. I'm going to be a refugee. I'm fleeing. Yes, Terry, a Save Gabby fund. I remember I'm one of the good ones.
Well, your smoke detector tried to warn you.
Several times.
Yeah, either the state of Jefferson needs to become a thing or I must flee.
Out of California, as some streamers call it.
California, yeah, that's funny. Or California. That's a very common name.
Also, one thing that I ended up getting into an argument with someone a while ago about this, and I found it absolutely goddamn ridiculous that it was an argument. I came out with what I think is a very sensible idea. If you leave an area because you're going, this area is fucking unlivable, and it's unlivable because of, and then you list off several things that it's unlivable because of. Like, California's unlivable because everything's too expensive. If you move to an area that is outside of California, don't fucking vote for all the shit that made California so fucking expensive.
It's
Yeah.
back.
Someone actually plays. That wasn't me. Not me. Someone played the sound bit. Johnny. Johnny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe you.
But
if anyone's got a soundboard, that's always a good one to have on there.
Dude, that's a good one to have, yeah.
But the person that I was having this conversation with, they immediately said, "Oh, so you're saying Californians can't move anywhere?" No, I'm saying if they move somewhere because they're saying California is unlivable, don't try to vote to make the area that you just moved to unlivable. Oh, so you're trying to tell them how they can vote.
Here's an idea. How about Californians' votes count for 3/5? I mean, there's precedent. We've done it before.
Again, I think that the way of fixing it is just if you think that an area is unlivable because of XYZ, don't vote to enact those policies in the area that you just moved to, because all you're going to do is make that area unlivable because of XYZ. Well, you think that they're going to be able to flop the entire area? Probably not. But why do they want to risk flopping the entire area to make it unlivable after they just fled an area because they thought that area was unlivable?
Because true Californianism has never been tried before.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, don't fled and flop.
It's just infuriating. How is that something that people are going, well, that's fucked up that you're saying that? How is it fucked up? If you think that somewhere is impossible to live, don't try to make everywhere else the place that's impossible to live. If it's something that is unrelated to it. If you go, yeah, I don't like California because it's so fucking expensive, so you never vote for any of the shit that makes California so fucking expensive, but you're also going, you know what, I do kind of like the fact that I'm able to smoke pot anywhere, so I'm going to vote in order to decriminalize pot. That isn't a problem. That isn't an issue. That's you recognizing what made an area unlivable to you, and then wanting an area to be more livable to your sense of things. But when you're going, this area is unlivable, there's not enough jobs, it's too expensive, let me vote to increase the taxes on fucking everyone and vote to restrict the zoning. You just made this area too expensive.
I got an idea. Just in the middle of the night, we go to California, plant a few paragliders here and there, and let Israel take care of the problem for us.
Nice.
I don't get the paraglider reference.
Hamas paraglided over the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, Israel has a smart fence and wall system. And in order to get over it, a bunch of Hamas
Apparently Hamas plays Far Cry.
people ended up paragliding over it. There is the... For the sake of YouTube, I'll say fucked up. But I'm saying that for the sake of YouTube, where there's a Hamas paraglider that hits a high voltage line.
That's hilarious.
That, yeah.
Just straight into it. And it's like a gerbil in a microwave.
I mean, wow, you know. I guess the
Just-
9/11 pilots really were the best in the Middle East.
The pilot's name.
Quality's gone
Mohammed-
downhill in the past 20 years.
The pilot's name was Mohammed Gump.
Muhammad always says, "Stupid is as stupid does."
Life is like a box of claymores.
But yeah, that video, it's one of those I was laughing for a little bit.
Could you drop that in the Discord Sanguine? I could use a chuckle.
Let me see if I can quickly pull it up again.
Enjoy your Boston Marathon.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm from Massachusetts. I can make that joke.
And to cover for
And then cut to the little brother or whatever who was trying to get away from the police, and then I started running.
Not very far. They shot him in the legs.
Okay, this one has
and
it.
then
You
someone
ain't got no legs.
and then something came out and bit me on my leg.
Bit me on the buttocks.
Yeah, it's bit me on the buttocks.
They said it was
Okay.
a
Like
million
the press,
balloon.
it's like I'd like to see
I didn't see
that,
a
and he
dime.
took it literally and bent over and moved the press.
Inside chat.
Forrest Gump joins ISIS. I'd like to see that movie.
The video
You're
is
sending me to
inside chat.
Reddit.
It was the one that popped up first when I looked it up.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, it's lights and smoke is really all you get to see.
Yep.
It's basically a bug zapper.
I was gonna say, I was like, that smells like a bug zapper in the middle of July.
Yep.
We got a bug zapper to keep out the Arabs.
I mean, all that burnt hair.
I wonder if it just
his
like
lucky goat
flash
charm.
fried his body.
Now hold on, maybe he's just there to fix the cable.
Nice.
So power went out, but I don't really feel all that bad about that.
But yeah, there's all kinds of interesting situations that have popped up because of this. And just the fuckers that are trying to do the, well, Israel deserved it. Fuck you.
Yeah. Like I said, the one bright side is all the shitheads on the left outing themselves over it.
Yep. And like I said, the number of people that are coming out of the woodwork saying, well, I'm just absolutely gobsmacked by the number of people on my side of things that are in favor of this. And I'm going, really? Really? You're surprised? How are you surprised? How did this take you by surprise? When, for the past 2 decades, people have been advocating for this shit. And also the number of people that are going, well, Israel kills more people. You mean when they do counter battery? The thing about counter battery is Hamas will get on a building, they'll shoot into Israel. Israel's Iron Dome picks up, or it's the Iron Dome's part of the system. They have, I think, a 7-layered system to their air defenses. They'll pick up the object coming in. Part of that will then trace where the object came from. The other part will continue tracking it and will try to shoot it out of the sky.
Now, what is
And-
the Iron Dome? Is that like an actual dome, or is that just something that they call?
The Iron Dome is the name of one of the layers of their aerial defense system. So it's kind of like how we have our
Star Wars.
Patriot system.
Okay.
The
Where-
Iron Dome is where their football team plays.
The Iron Dome is kind of like one layer of their air defense system. So we have Patriots as well as SAMs and a shit ton of others. So we have a 6-layer system. They have a 7-layer system. One of the layers is the Iron Dome. And what it does is when it detects something coming in at the right altitude, the right speed, and the right distance, it shoots something to intercept.
Gotcha.
And
And
shortly, it'll be calibrated to intercept paragliders.
yep, so the way that it works is every layer of the system,
By laying out
Has-
electrical wires.
its optimal range and optimal speed of objects. And that layer's optimal ranges overlap with the system above and the system below. And then their defense system decides which layer should be the one to engage. With our 6-layer defenses, we have the same thing, where at one layer, our Patriot system will take out whatever the fuck the threat is. At the layer above, it'll be one of our other systems. The layer below is one of our other systems. And our Patriots have an overlap with each of the systems. One above, one below. Not
So-
entire overlap, but partial overlap. So we'll decide, okay, is this more SAMs? Is this more Patriot? Is this more one of the other things?
So,
And
long story short, it's a system that shoots down missiles.
yep, it's one of 7 systems that shoots down missiles.
And it doesn't
So-
have, it doesn't have an E in it.
Only, well, it depends if it was made in Scotland.
God damn it! So
Scottish missiles are just the big tree trunks that they toss.
what happens is that their system picks it up, they shoot out the rockets, but at the same time as their system picks up the rockets and decides which level of the system should shoot them out of the sky, their system also backtracks where the attack came from, and it sends that location to counter battery fire. And they fire at whatever target the attack just came from. So if an attack comes from the top of a hospital, the defense system neutralizes the rockets that are launched in, or whatever is launched in, and then another section of the system goes, here's where this attack came from, and they shoot back at it. And people are looking at that going, well, that's fucked up. They keep on taking out hospitals. No. That's not the fucked up part. The fucked up part is that Hamas knows that they have this counter battery capability. And they knowingly go on top of hospitals to shoot, so that when the counter battery hits, they're able to go, well, they blew up a hospital. No, motherfucker. You chose a hospital to launch your attack from.
It's pretty much what Ukraine's doing.
In what way?
Where they station troops in, like, hospitals and stuff, and then, act all, shocked when they get blown up or something.
I gotta love them optics.
Yeah.
Speaking
So
of
it's-
optics, I seen a video going around today of a Israeli dude apparently mocking Palestinians by running the water at his his sink and turning his lights on and off.
Mhm.
And apparently, like Sargon, not happy with that. Something terribly cruel about this video. It's hard to put into words. It's one thing to have the upper hand over someone else. It's another being so viciously contemptuous of them and taking pleasure in their suffering. Like, I don't have a dog in this fight. Israel Palestine makes no shit to me either way. But maybe don't attack the people that control your electricity and water supply.
Yeah, this is the thing that pisses me off. That I think I've said this on stream before. If not, this is something that might get me in trouble. It should only get me in trouble because I'm the one saying it.
We all agree with whatever Sanguine's about to say.
God, I already have popcorn. Let's go.
I'm pissed off at the number of things that are just really fucking sound strategic ways of doing things that are now considered war crimes. It's a war crime to cut off the water to a group that you're in war with. No, that's a smart way of dealing with someone that you're at war with.
Maybe you don't go to war with a country that can turn off your water and power.
Yeah. Well, it's fucked up when people starve out a city. No, that's what's called a siege. Again, it's very sound military tactic in order to make sure that as few of your men die taking the city as is possible. It's not a fucked up strategy. It's a really fucking good one when you're trying to limit your casualties.
I mean, Hamas took a bunch of hostages, and now Israel basically has the entire Gaza Strip hostage with no power and water.
And the way that it works is if after capitulation of the enemy, Israel goes, no, we're going to continue starving you. We're going to continue cutting off your water supply. We're going to continue taking up or not allowing you to have energy. That's when it becomes fucked up. Up until the point of capitulation, it's just smart.
Yeah, it's the same.
That's my line in the sand.
It's the same as dropping the nuke. You know, hey, you started it, and this is what we got to do to make sure we lose fewer guys than you do.
Exactly. And
but you know what? Do you know what still works?
What?
Go ahead. It's one of those things.
This is going to be an ongoing thing, isn't it?
Oh god, that was so stupid.
Up the wall every fucking time I hear that shit, because there's so many things that they're just sound ways of doing things to limit the loss of life. And also, I'm sick and tired of, well, we need to just have these wars that last forever. No, fuck you. I want a war that is ended as quickly and efficiently as it possibly can. Now, when you're talking about ending a war as quickly and efficiently as you possibly can, this is something that could be described as brutality. Brutality is not the same as committing atrocities. Those are different things. Being brutal...
You need a decisive victory to send a message.
Yep, being brutal means that you go in, you break your enemy's shit, and you do it so quickly, so thoroughly, that they decide, we don't want to fight anymore. And by having them go, we don't want to fight anymore, you save lives. Because if it takes the next century of constant fucking fighting before one side capitulates, well, now you have that entire century's worth of dead people.
Well, Sanguine, I think the problem is you just need to be more creative, you know? It's not a war crime the first time.
Yeah. That is one of my favorite sayings from Fat Electrician. Because that's where you got that, right?
I did see a video of his the other day, but I'm not a regular viewer. I don't recall if he said it in that one, but I've heard that phrase other places as well. So,
Okay. Yeah, he says that quite often. It's not a war crime the first time.
I'm trying to remember what video it was now that I saw of his.
He has a lot of really fucking good ones.
I don't think I've ever heard of this person. You said they're called Fat Electrician?
Oh, you haven't heard of Fat Electrician? Let me pull
No.
up Fat Electrician.
I have also not heard of Fat Electrician.
Just so that you guys can enjoy this later, here's the entire Love on a Leash stream from Pippa. I'm tossing that into side chat.
Appreciate that,
But
buddy.
let me pull up Fat Electrician. He's former military, does a lot of military history.
This is the
There's-
one I saw as America obliterates half of Iran's navy in 8 hours. Operation
Yep, that
Giant.
one's amazing. There's also the video that he did not terribly long ago about the future weapons program for the US military, which is just titled basically a war crime.
The line I remember from that one, the Iran video. I've also heard from a habitual line crosser was a like, don't fuck with America's boats. We don't like that shit.
Yep. So if one of you will post that into the stream, I just did the Fat Electrician's YouTube channel. But here's a really good video. It is basically a war crime. It is the American Future Weapons Program talking about the rifle that was being designed during the Future Weapons Program.
I'm not
Ages
familiar.
ago, America and most of the developed world signed a document saying
Everything I'm about to
bullets,
say
they're
is
fucked
satire,
up. They're a war
irony,
crime.
pre and post
America,
irony
about 10
in
years ago,
Minecraft.
went, let's design a new main battle rifle that's main function is to fire explosive bullets.
Well, I mean, didn't they also want us to stop using shotguns in the trenches?
Yeah, and we decided, fuck you, no. Yeah, for those who don't know, the trench gun of World War One. Partway through the war, the Germans started trying to say that the Americans were committing a war crime because we were using shotguns. And our response was a massive middle finger. We kept on using them. Then
Get good, scrub.
yeah, then the Germans and several other nations in the interwar period tried to again say, no, these are war crimes. And our response was again, middle finger. Second World War rolls around. What do? Here's your fucking trench guns. Have fun.
Like, oh, you think this is a war crime? Well, Mr. Remington disagrees.
Yeah.
Allow him to retort.
This is a war crime. We need to make more of these.
I'll show you an actual war crime.
Oh. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to fade a little bit. We're going to have
Copy
to
that.
call that soon. So I guess we'll go with parting thoughts. And we can start with Camel.
If you're passionate about something, make sure you devour it. Don't let it devour you.
Oh.
Frosted?
What if I'm passionate about pussy?
Devour it. Don't let it devour you.
Exactly.
All right.
Sanguine?
I'll go with a line from Eddie Rickenbacker. Courage is doing what you're afraid to do. There can be no courage unless you're scared.
Sounds good.
Well, that was fairly
There can-
succinct.
There can be
Yeah.
only one.
I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings.
And Gabby?
I'm gonna make that Gabby. Fuck you.
I mean, yeah, even I saw that one coming.
That was easy.
Mile away.
I have been planning that one for the last 10 minutes. Like,
But you gotta enjoy the little things. I guess that'll be my parting thought.
Johnny, you have a chance.
Wah, wah.
small but fierce. Death of Smoochie reference for is pretty there.
Yep.
No,
Is that on the list?
I don't know if it's on the list. Did you? We can't
I've
put it on
never
the
seen
list.
it.
Okay,
Death
so
to Smoochie is great.
then it will go on the list, and yeah, I actually have that one too. But I'll go with. They say life is a gift. I'll keep the receipt. And with that, the zoo is closed. Have a good night, everyone.
Later,
Have a good night, all.
James.